know.
I love you.
I know. We are back for the third beer of Christmas, which is a celebration of Han Solo. So, Lisa, which beer did you choose to represent Han Solo?
I picked Dead Guy Ale from Rogue Ales in Newport, Oregon. It is a Bock at 6.8% ABV.
All right. And I picked Galactic Cowboy from Left Hand Brewing in Longmont, Colorado. It is an Imperial Stout on Nitro, which is coming in at 9% ABV. So let's open these up.
Wow. That kind of sounds like Star Wars right there.
It's like carbonite fumes coming up out of it.
Just like carbonite.
All right, my love. Why did you pick Dead Guy Ale from Rogue Brewing for your Han Solo beer?
Well, first, Rogue. Han Solo's Rogue. He kind of goes off and does his own thing. But Dead Guy, there were a couple of times in the movie where we thought he was a goner. But then, of course, at the end, spoiler alert, his son does kill him.
What?
He is a dead guy.
He is a dead guy.
Why did you pick yours?
Because he's a
Space Cowboy, bet you were ready for that.
You are right. Just a note. You are welcome to fire me at any time if this is not working out the way you want it to.
This is working out great.
Dang, that's what I was afraid of.
Alright, so we are celebrating Han Solo today on the third beer of Christmas. So tell me, what is your favorite memory of Han Solo, the Rogue, the Dead Guy?
Well, not the dead part.
Not the dead
That's
part.
not my favorite part, no.
Okay.
So
That was sad.
It was sad.
Han Solo
sad.
got killed?
Well, and then it's for his son to do it. I mean, that's just very tragic.
Right.
So, no, those are not my favorite parts. My favorite parts are definitely with Han and Chewie, especially when Chewie gets completely frustrated with Han and just talks in the Chewie voice language that very well illustrates how frustrated he is. Or the other favorites are when Han is defending his bucket of junk ship.
Yes.
It's his, and he loves it, and that's a great thing.
Yeah. We've all had that vehicle.
Oh, absolutely.
I had the 75 Chevy.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I had a 1976 Buick Park Avenue.
Park ass styling.
It was a tank. My parents had a bigger car. Thank goodness I was not responsible for driving that, because the one time I did, nice little scrape down the side. It was kind of bad.
There was a bigger car than a Park Avenue?
Yes, it was a Lincoln Town car.
Holy cow.
In a 1970, early 80 something town car, and that was a big old car.
That's not a boat, that's a battleship.
Full on steel, the real thing car. Yep.
Alright, so my favorite memory of Han Solo, I feel like there could be some other ones, but my favorite memory of Han Solo is the very first scene where we meet him in the cantina on Tatooine. He's just Mr. Cool, Mr. Suave, doesn't care, and Han shot first. I think that's well established now that Han shot first. He didn't shoot to defend himself from Greedo, kind of, but he mostly shot to kill Greedo. So, what do you think about the beer? Rogue Dead Guy Ale. This is a classic in my book, at least. I mean,
Okay.
I remember Rogue being and Dead Guy Ale in particular, with this logo on it and everything. I remember this being around, I want to say back in the 90s. This was one of the early craft beers that you could buy, along with like Sam Adams and just a handful of others. There wasn't the onslaught of craft beer that we have today. So this is, in my book, a classic.
Okay, and so since it's a Bock, you would compare it to like Shiner Bock.
Sure.
Okay. compared to that, I think this has a bit more depth of flavor.
Okay.
So there's a lot more in there. But as far as what's in there, I can't tell you. But
that's all right.
I like it. It tastes good.
That's good.
Okay.
I think it's a great beer. Rogue, everything Rogue makes, I feel like is good. The Voodoo Donut series, that one was a little hit and miss. It was a little on the bleeding edge of experimental.
Okay.
There was the Maple Bacon Donut beer, and I want to say there was like a strawberry banana beer.
There are
for
a couple
while.
of breweries that do out on the edge, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, Rogue also is the one with the beard ale.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to try that.
Yeah, I do.
Well, good for you.
So if you're in Seattle, I think that's where the Beard Guy Ale is available. Send me a bottle. Hook me up. I can't get it in Texas. Okay.
So, what do you think about your beer?
This is fantastic. First of all, it's from Left Hand. Left Hand is kind of like Rogue, kind of like Dogfish Head, Stone, Sierra Nevada,
Okay.
St. Arnold. It's hard for them to go wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a classic Imperial Stout on nitro. It's got that nice char flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
I know this sounds weird, but it's a little bit like chewing a piece of charcoal, except tasty.
Okay.
It's got that nice char flavor to it. Very smooth from the nitro. Have you had a nitro coffee from like Starbucks? They have their nitro cold brew.
I think I have.
That's really good too. I like the beers on nitro,
Okay.
and this is a very well done nitro Imperial Stout.
All right. Well, I took a sneak taste of it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, I don't need to taste it again.
Nope.
Because it tastes like charred cough syrup. One taste was plenty.
A little coffee, a little caramel.
I cannot taste any of that.
You cannot
but
taste
okay.
any of that?
Nope.
It's got a little bit of licorice to it. Not
Maybe
a lot.
that's why I think it tastes like cough syrup.
Oh, could
Bubbly.
be. Yep.
Like NyQuil, it tastes like
Yeah.
cough syrup, like licorice to me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely see Han having one of these, handing the controls off to Chewie, and hammer back a few.
All right. Is that what's next for Han?
So that's a good question. What is next for Han? Spoiler alert! I didn't spoil it. She did.
It's me.
It was me. Han's dead. But we're back with The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, the Book of Boba Fett. We've moved into the past.
Okay.
Is Han going to make a reappearance? I don't think it's going to be Harrison Ford making a reappearance as Han. Since, we've traveled into the future, and Harrison Ford, like a lot of us, has gotten a little older.
No,
It's true.
not true.
You haven't.
No, that's
I
not true.
have. Just like I think we're going to see some of the other characters from the past, I think we're going to catch a glimpse of Han
Okay.
in the past. I think there's some Han
Opportunity.
story to be fleshed out. The Han Solo movie was all right. It was not my favorite.
Well, they did do that flyby thing where they showed the Millennium Falcon in one of the scenes, right?
Right. We had the whole Han Solo movie, which was a flashback back before A New Hope with Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian, and it kind of introduced us to Han and Chewie and that whole backstory. I do hope we get some more Han Solo stories. He
Yes.
is the second coolest guy in the Star Wars universe behind Lando Calrissian,
Okay.
which
that's true.
we'll see in a future beer video and a salute to Lando Calrissian. But yeah, I do hope we get some more Han Solo interactions. He may not be the lead character, but I want to see him appear in some of the Star Wars properties.
Tie them all together.
Yeah, tie them all together, just some cameos and stuff.
Sounds good.
I doubt it's Harrison Ford, although with CGI,
Maybe.
I mean, let's face it, Harrison Ford's got some wrinkles.
No.
All of it, you don't. All of the rest of us do.
Yes, I do.
So, they could brush those out. Tomorrow night we are back with Chewbacca! Chewie, and not the restaurant. This is Han Solo's partner in crime, and then everything else basically until he marries Princess Leia, and she's his partner, and I guess then they divorce or whatever. But we're back with Chewbacca.
What beer did you pick to represent Han Solo? Or what was your favorite Han Solo memory? Leave us a comment below.
See you tomorrow.